Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ohio Richlands. At the moment we have one pallet of honey. Not quite a full pallet, I don't think. I'm not sure how much is actually on a pallet. There's 226 litres there already. The barley is looking well and it will be ready to harvest very soon. There is 10 Angus cows we need to sell, but first, this is in the sale. Obviously our own seeder we've got just now, our drill, it doesn't plant corn, it will plant soybeans, but we need something for corn, and since this is in the sale, I know it's $150,000. Same price, almost the same price as the grapevine harvester. But we would need this to do the corn, which we would also need to use with oats and this honey, with the raisins that we would put through from the grapes, through the grape processing factory to make cereal. So we will need corn, and also we bought the corn header, so it doesn't make sense to have the corn header and not the drill, and the same as to have the drill and not the corn header. So I think we're going to make that a purchase today. First up, let's get these 10 Angus cows sold. Then we can see about sheep, because there is quite a lot of them at about $625 to $675, almost $700. Wow, we've got 220,000. I think that's the actual limit there for it. So we've got nowhere to put it. we have no spare fields, and they've all got barley in it. So yeah, we've got 220,000 litres of manure with I don't know what to do with. I don't want to keep building manure pits. Obviously they produce manure at a really quick rate. Right, let's get this 10 sold just now. So that's our 27 months old. We'll sell this 10 and put the $1,000 back into the bank. There we go. So $65,049 in the bank. We're going to see about the sheep just now. I can't remember which pens it is, but we need to go up to the other pens anyway and move the wool about. So we'll go and get that done, but first we'll just check this one to see if it is here or not. So we've got a set at $700, 625. So anything above 600 we're going to sell. I'm assuming there's 30. Yep. I think there's going to be 30 of them all. Yep. And 30. Right, we'll get them sold. So it's $1,500 for each set. So that's $6,000 we can claw back from the fee for transport. So that makes quite a difference. So we'll get these sold and we will see you up at the other sheep pen and see what we need to sell out of there as well in just a minute. Well, that's us sold all the sheep that we can. That's valued at $600 or more per sheep, and we got $96,000 in total. So our bank balance is now $240,549. What I do think we need to do is, I think it's maybe a mulcher. This doesn't look right with all this kind of grass growing here. And it's not the grass that was previously here, because it's a completely different style of grass, as you can see. So we're going to get a mulcher. We'll maybe mulch up the ends here so that the grass doesn't kind of grow back into the vines at both sides, and we'll kind of mulch between every vine and around the edges, make it look a bit neat and tidy. I think that's the right way to do it. I haven't looked at any kind of tutorials for it, so we're kind of doing this on the fly. It does also need fertilizing as well, so we get to use that later on today or maybe tomorrow, because it's 50% fertilized at the moment. But for now, we're going to go and make a purchase of that planter. So we'll do that just now. We'll meet you down at the store. We're going to change into I think we're going to take the truck and trailer down. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. So we'll see you down there for getting the mulcher and the new planter. Well, we did try and get quite a bit of the harvest on video, but we did miss quite a bit as well. At the moment we've got all the bales off the fields apart from this one. He's just doing that last few passes there with the baler, and we've got a worker down with the cultivator on field 16 to get that one ready for next year. But we've got 480,808 litres of barley in total. We did have about 40,000 before we started. And we also spent $64,000 on a new grain bin. That gives us an additional 250,000 litres of capacity. I think we needed that, it was just in time. We got that in last month, because I think these are only 400,000 litres. Where's the thing? 400 plus 1,000. I think it's 400,000 litres in total, so we'd be missing 80, we'd have 80,000 litres sitting somewhere else that wasn't in a grain bin. So that was an essential purchase. But it is in now, and we've got enough to store all of our grain. But it's almost 5 o'clock at night now, and we have forgotten to do one thing. We need to sell 10 Angus cows, we need to get rid of some wool, and we need to do something with the slurry. Not the slurry, the manure, sorry, which I think we're going to, once we cultivate the fields, we're going to put manure down. Because this is completely full. Yes, still 220,000 litres, so that's the limit for that, so we need to do something with it. But for now, let's sell 10 Angus cows. There we go, 27 months. Next month we'll have 20 dairy cows to sell as well, because they'll be 27 months and they should produce 20 calves as well. So 31,250 in total. We'll add that $1,000 for the transport back in just now. There we go. So now we've got $33,555 in the bank. We were scraping the barrel at the bottom not long ago. We didn't have much money in it, just a few $1,000. But there's 400 litres of honey. And we need to sell all the straw bales as well. We have actually piled them all up down beside, in between field 16 and 13, I think it is. So we've piled them all in there just now. We are going to go and take, I think we're just going to take the flatbed, we're going to load that up. How much is in here actually? Is this one full as well? 74,600, well it's an odd number, so I don't think that's quite full yet, but the other one is, so we need to start taking out of there. And also our planter, we never showed you that. So it was $148,245 in total. It's a John Deere 1775 NT model. I can't actually remember the working width of it, but it now means we can plant corn, which is perfect. It's an exact emerge. So a brilliant addition to the farm. We did also get a mulcher, which was the S9 base, and that was $8,000 in total. And we also spent $5,895 to repair the 9RX. We also need to go and run over, in fact we could maybe do that just now. Yeah, we will. Right, I'm going to move this out of the way just now. We're going to grab that trailer, the crone trailer, and we're going to nip over to the sheep pen. Or not the sheep pen, the big sheep barn now. We can't call it a barn pen anymore. Right, we'll leave that there. We'll go and get a tractor. We'll load up. I don't know if it's going to take the full load, but I'm going to take over about 30,000 litres just now of that barley. We're going to take it over to our chicken barn and buy 500 chickens, get them in, because it's the first of the month. So we'll see you over there in just a minute. Well, that's 24,000 litres of barley went in. Now we'll go in here and buy some chickens. So I don't know if we can buy more than 60 at once. Yeah, just 60. Right, I'll go and do this off screen because this is going to take a minute, and we'll put in 500 chickens and we'll jump back into the menu and see how much more feed we need to give them. Well, there we go, 500 chickens now in. It was $500 for the chicken transport, which we can claim back. But first, let's take a quick look and see what feed they need. That's handy, right at the very top. Okay, so 24,000 litres of grain has really not moved the bar much at all. So I think we could do a couple more runs of full loads. Well, no, two runs, that's 52,000 a run, so it's 104,000. That should bring it up to maybe halfway. I really hope we haven't underestimated how much the feed they'll go through. Yeah, right, we'll go and do 2 more runs. We'll take another 104,000 litres or so down here and see what the bar's sitting at from then. Right, let's go and get it done. Well, here's the last load in from that contract on field 4. We only took it on because we should be left over with some barley. We can use that to top up our silo because someone tells me we may just be short by the time we get to harvest barley once again. But we sold 29,400 litres of eggs in the last few clips. We got $37,296 for that. We spent $5,703 to repair the 9RX. $11,254 to repair the 7R, and all the straw bales we got from our barley fields we sold straight away. Everything got loaded up and sold, and we got $76,294 for that. So a fantastic sale from the bales. We've still got a few other things to do. We did plant grass on our field as well. Oh, that's the contract finished, I wasn't paying attention. So $617 of extra income from the harvest. We're left with 20,200 litres. That's unbelievable. I should have loaded it back to front because now we've got all the weight on the second trailer, which isn't ideal, but oh well. Let's head back to the yard with this. Drop this off. We can complete the contract just now actually, so let's go and do that. So harvest in field 4, $23,048 in the bank. There is another one, but the rain is due, what's the time? 1 o'clock, the rain is due now. So there's no point in taking on another harvesting contract yet. We could do that cultivating contract on field 26. But first we need to go and drop this back off at the yard. We need to go and take the milk from the dairy cows because we have quite a ridiculous amount sitting there. I think we're going to put it into the potato factory, but I'm not sure. It might just be worth selling off just now. In fact, what's the price? Because I haven't seen the price for milk yet. Where are we? We've got 47,000 litres of it. It's $600 just now. Best price just in a couple of months. But it is kind of maxing out what we do have. With storage space, it's in the red already. We need to move over for some slurry. We did that already. We took about 32,000 litres. Moved it over the other day. So I think milk's going to be the next thing. We're probably going to take it to... Yeah, we're going to have to. We're going to have to sell it because the only thing we can do with it is put it into the croquettes. But kind of until we've got soybeans, and none of the soybeans is going to be ready to harvest until October. So yeah, we're going to grab all the milk. It's going to be 2 loads, but we're just going to sell it all because there's no point in letting it sit for the best part of 4 months until soybeans is ready. We don't have any, so we're just going to hope that we've got a contract that comes in for it. So let's go and drop this off and see what else we need to do for today apart from the milk. Well, it's the first of the month again, and we've got 10 Angus cows to sell, but first, we spent $25,000 on this manure pit. We did use a telehandler and move some manure from that pit over there into here. This one's got 51,103 litres in it, and it's got a 4 million litre capacity. So that should allow us to store the manure as long as we need it. We do need to put an application down on our grass field that we seeded up the other day. It's 0% fertilised actually, we need to do that. It is rolled as well. We did get out and do the rolling for a change. That's got 179,000 litres in it. So when it starts to get full again, we'll just move it over the telehandler. I'm thinking about a wheel loader. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it yet, or hold off until we can get this grapevines under control and we know what we're doing and when to do it. But there we go, there's our 0 months. That's this month's ones in, so we can sell this 10. So $1,000 into the bank for the transport. It gives us $31,250 in total. So I'll go and add that money in just now. There we go. So we're sitting with $214,860 in the bank. I think 400 litres is the maximum for that honey. So we're going to need to move that pallet and see what else gets produced. We also just sold wool as well. I think it was about 30-something thousand litres worth, and that gave us $34,748. We also sold 6 pallets of chocolate for $11,731. And we also bought this gooseneck trailer, which we did check already. I can reverse onto the loading bay for the new chicken barn, and this is the perfect height. This was $9,200, but we still need a forklift over there. So I still need to go and get one. It's about, I think it's about $25,000 to $35,000 for that. So it is quite expensive, but we need it to move around the pallets down there because we've got nothing to do it with. We've got the skid steer here. Now in saying that, we do have the telehandler, which can be used here. Yeah, we could maybe do that. The only problem is we've got no loading ramps on that, so we need to go and get the truck and get that loaded up just now. We'll just check. There's a couple harvesting contracts. I'm thinking about that barley contract, but I haven't done it just yet. Oh, we've got 97 eggs already at 1 month old. We actually need to run over there today as well, because this is the start of the next month. We need to buy another 500 chickens. We've got 33 lambs in here. We have we've got 22 lambs in this pen. They need some water as well. These guys are okay for feeding that. We've just sold that 10. Oh, we have new calves here for the Holsteins as well, or dairy cows. I would usually sell this 20 just now, but I think we're just going to hold off just now because they'll still produce milk at this age. I'm not sure what months they need to be until they stop producing milk or they slow down. So as long as the milk's still going up, and these guys, maybe at 26 months, we'll sell these ones. Just it keeps the milk up because we obviously sold nearly 50,000 litres of it not long ago. Most of these can actually be sold. That one's can, so can they, and that one's I could probably leave a little longer. But yeah, we could sell some chickens today, and they need water as well, so that's one of the first jobs, is get water to the sheep pen. We'll probably move the skid steer over maybe later. We'll get the truck first with the flatbed and get the skid steer loaded on here, so I'll move this into position and we'll get that done. Well, that's us up here filling up the sheep pens with water. The grapes, I don't know if they're doing well or not. Obviously this is the first time we have tried them. They are 100% fertilised and growing, so I'm assuming everything is okay. I did mulch this first little section here, as you can see, but the grass just keeps growing, so I think I'm going to have to keep on top of that quite regularly. You can also see with the bank account that we've got $1.1 million in our account. We took out a $960,000 loan. It was just approved not long ago and it's came through to us. I'm not going to reverse all the way back there, I'll just turn here. So we did plan if we were going to do this or not. We did have 200 and something thousand, I can't remember exactly, in the bank before the loan came through. But the loan is a specific amount for three things. We are going to purchase field 12, which is $544,762. And we're also going to buy a new bit of equipment, and it's not the harvester for the grapes, because we should be able to buy that outright when the time comes, because we've still got another couple of months till it comes through. But we will let you know what that is in the next episode. But for now, I think we're going to leave this one here. We'll sell chickens in the next episode. We'll need to come up and cut all this grass down and bale it up again. And we did that last time up here, just to give a few bales up in here because they were running out slowly. But we'll leave the episode here. That's the sheep dealt with. We're going to go and put manure down on the grass field down beside the yard, but that will be in the next episode. So we'll leave this one here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.